On July 14th, 2013, I met Cody Simpson, and it was a really great experience for me, so I thought I would share it with you in case you are going to meet Cody Simpson or you want to meet Cody Simpson. So I thought I would just give you a little bit of what happened that night. So, getting the tickets. I am subscribed to Cody's fan website, so I was able to participate in the pre sale. This really helped me get tickets, I think. So at first, I had just gotten sound check tickets, and my mom had told me, and I was kind of upset, but I mean, I was like, I'm really lucky that I got sound check. Like, that's still awesome. I still get to like see him up close. Um, and then a few months went by, and no, it was probably a few weeks, and it was the end of May. I was in school, and my mom had texted me, and she was like, "I got you meet and greet tickets for Cody Simpson," and I was freaking out in school. It was a really great day for me. And I also found out that I got to go with my cousin and my best friend, they're both really close to me. So I was like, this is gonna be the best night ever, which it was almost. I guess I'll just start from the beginning. Me and my two friends got there at around 3:45 ish, and the line was pretty long. This was in downtown DC, so it was near the White House. It was, near traffic, and so it was kind of scary a little bit, but I was around a bunch of different girls, so I mean, I didn't feel like unsafe or anything. We were at the end of the line, and it was a really long line, so we were like, wow, we're probably last, like, this is not good, like, whatever. So we were waiting there, and probably 5 minutes went by, and there were a ton of girls behind us, and we were like, okay, so I guess we're not last anymore. I guess there are more people who are late too. So we waited in line for about an hour, and through this hour, the line was slowly moving, so it's not like we waited an hour and then the line started moving. So it happened pretty fast. We got to the front of the line, and it was like the outside, and then the door, and then there was like a little space in the door, and then the arena. And that space was really small and really crammed, and we were forced inside it with probably 20 other girls. It was really uncomfortable, but I mean, whatever. We were only there for like 5 minutes. So, security people gave us our posters, our laminate, and our ticket, which are all three guaranteed in the meet and greet package. And they were like, find your ticket, blah, blah, blah. We got our ticket. And then they were like, go into the arena, find the closest seat to the front you can. We went in with my two friends, and I was like, we're going to find the closest seat to the front, like we're gonna be right in the front row, and we were completely wrong. There was a front section with two sides and a back section with two sides. Oh no, a back section was just completely filled the arena. We were in the back section, and we were in the front row because we couldn't find any other seats in the front section. But it was okay. I mean, it was still really good seats. And I kind of felt bad for the girls who were late because there were parents sitting directly behind us, and behind those parents were more girls. And so I was like, maybe the parents should move so the girls can sit in the front. But whatever, I mean, I don't know. That was a downside. Not for me, but for the other girls. But I guess you can't really do anything about it. So Cody came on stage, and he did his sound check. He played about 4 songs. And between each of those songs, he answered questions. And I thought he was really genuine with us, and like was really open, was really sweet, and and he was just being himself, which I really love about him. So after the sound check, we were all hyped up, and security took the just sound check people and the meet and greet people separately. They were in 2 separate lines, and the sound check people left. They went to go wait outside for the actual concert to start, and we walked up the middle aisle of the arena into this back room. Not really back room. It's kind of a weird room, but there were tables sitting around. I was kind of in the front, because we were all moved to the front section in the arena, and I was like, okay, the people towards the back get let out first. So we were like, let's sit in the back. So we sat in the back, probably the first 20 people to meet Cody, and we walked into this room where the meet and greet was going to happen, and we all looked around. There were tables everywhere, like places to stand, so we were like, oh, let's just all spread out, like just wait for Cody, like sit at these tables. I guess that was not the way they planned it, but security ran in and was like, oh my god, like this isn't supposed to happen, like what are you all doing, get in line, like you're all ruining everything. Like it was not good. So we all like ran, and like luckily we got our space in the front, and Cody Simpson walked in, and we were like, what the hell, like this is crazy. So there was a table that she was sitting at, and I was standing like probably 10 feet away from the table. And she was like, okay, I'll go around and take pictures like in a few minutes. And like right when me and my friends left after meeting Cody, she started taking pictures, but whatever. We probably were, one of the first 20 people to meet him, and he was so sweet. I was really lucky because the person taking the pictures had turned around for a minute to talk to someone behind him, and so I got like a 30-second conversation with Cody Simpson. It was amazing. I asked him how it was, and he was great, and like he hugged me, and then we took a picture, which is not a great picture, but I mean, it's Cody Simpson. I don't really care what I look like. And then after that, we went upstairs, and we were outside again. Waited in more lines. My friend actually lost her ticket, so she had to go back, get a new ticket, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. We were like, what do we do? So we went to get Subway, and I was like, we're going to miss, like, the entrance, and, like, my cousin was like, okay, I'm going to go find a Starbucks, and she doesn't even live in D.C., so I was like, you're not going to find it. So she ends up getting lost, but I guess it doesn't really have to be anything concert. So, she got back. We were waiting in line for probably 2 hours. It was probably 4 to 6. We got let in at 6, I think. And it had definitely cooled down because it was like the evening. So we met this really cool band. They walked around and took pictures with us. I kind of forget their name. I think they're from Minnesota. They were really nice and really cute, and they got to listen to our music. We got to listen to their music, and other than that, it was kind of just like sitting around, like waiting for the room to fill up and waiting for Cody. So Cody's two opening acts were Before You Exit and Ryan Beatty. They were both incredible. I had never heard of Before You Exit before. So, I mean, they were really good to me. They were really cute. I looked them up after the concert. I fell in love. But Ryan, I had met previously, and he is so sweet. I love him so much. I'm such a big fan of him. So when he performed, he's like has such an amazing voice. He's so genuine, and I love him. So I was really glad I got to see him again. And then Cody came on. He performed really well. He performed for 90 minutes. And actually what happened is I was with my 3 friends, but then we knew 2 other girls there, and so we were like, why don't we get out of the arena early so we can go out and meet Cody. So there were 4 buses. So we were like, which one is Cody's? 3 of them were together, 1 of them wasn't, so we were like, maybe it's the one that isn't. So we went to his crush bus, which a lot of people said was his bus. And we waited out there for maybe half an hour. We were the first people there. We took pictures by the bus, we sat on the bus, and then his guitar player and this other guy that I had no idea, he was like, this isn't Cody's bus, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool, we waited here for nothing. And so we were like, okay, we're just going to give up. And then we heard screaming, and we were like, oh crap. So we ran around we did a lot of running this night. We ran around the building to the other tour buses, and Cody had already walked in, and we were sad. And then he sent out a tweet that was like, I'm not feeling well, I'm not going to come out or anything, sorry. And so we were like, okay. So we waited for Ryan, and apparently Ryan was already in his tour bus. So it was only me and a few other girls who were waiting outside of Ryan's bus, and we saw him, and we saw him in the window, and he pulled down his blind. It was so funny. And then Before You Exit's bus is right behind theirs, and we saw one of, I think, their guitar player, his head hanging out the window, and I'm actually in the vine that he made. That was pretty cool. He signed my friend's underwear. Yeah. And he was really nice and funny, and he was taking people's phones, and I was like, here, take mine. He was like, I'm sorry, I can't, we're not supposed to do that. I was like, okay, whatever. And then he went back inside, and then we were like, okay, I guess the night's done. So we had left, and then half an hour later we were in the car, and I got a tweet because I'm subscribed to Ryan's tweets on Twitter, and he was like, hanging out my window in my tour bus playing some new music for the fans. And I was like, right after we had left, Ryan like sticked his head out his tour bus and played new music. Oh, I should have stayed, but whatever. That night was filled with a lot of running and crazy stuff, but it was a really great experience, an amazing concert. Cody Simpson is incredible. His dancing and his singing is amazing, and all of his acoustic versions of his songs are incredible. The experience was something that I'll never forget. Running around tour buses and trying to figure out where Cody is was such an amazing experience. If you liked my story, give this video a thumbs up. And if you were in DC on July 14th, 2013 at the Paradise Tour, leave a comment below because maybe I met you because I met a ton of people. That's about it. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you meet Cody Simpson one day. Bye.